What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with some new Suicide Boys in GERM. I don't know who GERM is, but I'm going to learn today. Now, I was just searching for the final video I wanted to do a reaction to tonight, and this just popped up. And if you guys are new to the channel, I do love me some Suicide Boys. There are times where I do reach. I just can't help it. That's just the way how I decide to interpret Suicide Boys. But I'm excited. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up. My SWISHER seat, but my SIG is sour. Sour, okay. There's that signature Suicide Boy bounce, man. It's unreal. No matter what the tempo of the song is, we gonna get that bounce. This video crazy though. Oh, hold on. Yo, okay. Oh, they spitting today. I'm like, okay, wood grain ripper, wood grain. Dang, when's the last time you heard that? Wood grain gripping and everything. That's that early 2000s, like that South movement with when the South, what was it? Paul Wall and Mike Jones and I forgot it was some other people, but that immediately kind of reminded me of some South type of inspired lyrics. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy was this GERM is from the South. Okay. Yeah, because of how Kobe died, chopper blades too soon? No, that's a I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, obviously it's a bar. It is. It's a bar. All right. Okay. I've been on my body uptight like a beanie. Yo, I believe this is GERM spitting. Do we need to go check out some GERM? Because this is heat. I like his cadence, the onomatopoeia, what do you call it? The onomatopoeias, when you start throwing in like the intangibles and stuff in there. He's got a flow. I like this. I wouldn't mind hearing some more GERM. Be hard.
Don't get no fucks. I was raised by them dreams. Came out the womb. I was gripping that tune. Kept the Glock 45 in my backpack at school. Grade 5 now, boy, in my clip filled with wolves.
Which means they hungry. They hungry, and like wolves, they come with the pack. Okay.
Grade 5 now, boy, in my clip filled with wolves. So H just to keep my fucking mind straight. Auto steering and I still can't even drive straight.
Dang, that's crazy. Auto steering, I still can't even drive straight. Like I feel like, on the surface, obviously driving and stuff like that, right? But it's a little bit deeper, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us pretty much get this. But that auto steering, and I still can't even drive straight. There are certain actions that we do automatically, like we don't even think about it, right? Because we've done it a million times. I think he's referencing to that when auto steering, but I still can't even drive straight. It means you even if you're doing motions that you've done a million times to the point to where it is auto, you can't even, you still can't even do those type of things straight. Like simply just walking, right? You lean now, you moving everywhere. You can't even grip a cup, something that you've been doing probably since you've learned how to hold a bottle. I like that.
Just to keep my fucking mind straight. Auto steering and I still can't even drive straight. Easy black with a raising up the crime rate. Suicide, bitch, I'm everything your mom hate.
You know, that actually might be, that actually might be kind of factual there. Maybe.
Raising up the crime rate. Suicide, bitch, I'm everything your mom hate. GRE, till I die. Drug addicts up and down my bloodline. Change more flooded than a lower 9. Hear my battle cry.
Then a lower 9, okay.
EMS, call that EMS quick. See color period, paint PMS.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's out of all the Suicide Boys songs that I've done a reaction to, I don't think I've ever wanted to learn the lyrics more than I am now. Only because so I can mimic some of that cadence. DNS and the PNS. Yo, they got that type of cadence that just make you feel yourself. Once you completely master the song, you got everybody's flow down. You just start singing it with yourself, bro. That's what kind of heat that this is right now.
Call that EMS quick. See color period, paint PMS. If it feels fresh, then it's the fuck it. I'm a pop 'em for no rest. Huey, but we pop, lock, and drop 'em.
This man said, Huey, where we pop, lock, and drop it. Pop. I don't know if some of y'all too young about that. I feel like if you are the newer generation, unless you had some other type of reason, right? Unless you're a dancer or something like that, and you are the newer generation. I'm talking about the generations that's after the millennials. What generation is that? The Z? I don't even know what generation. Not the generation after millennials, but generation before that, right? Because I feel like that's when some of the songs from the early 2000s might be a little lost on you and everything. Unless you like a hip hop head, right? And you just found some reason to go down there. But that pop, lock, and drop it bar, I'm going to tell you one thing, bro. The reason why, I wasn't pop, locking, and dropping it, but back in the day, back in my day on some boomer type stuff, if there was some chicks that was pop locking and dropping, I wasn't necessarily doing the dropping, the pop locking and everything. But if the woman in front of me was doing that, then I was trying to keep up. But I feel like because of that dance and with many other dances is the reason why my knees are the way they are now. Because there was a lot of get low and down there.
Such a loser.
The way that he kind of just came in, right, just kind of descended down there. I love that, right? What he said, Ruby's such a loser, right? The way that he kind of flipped it, because obviously the way that she said it and the tone that she said it made it seem like it was an insult. But he was like, yeah, I agree with you. All right, well, let's continue, right? Imagine if you tried to diss somebody, right? And you really thought you got them with whatever you thought to say, thought you were so clever, thought you had the upper hand. And they said, I agree with you. Like, that kind of will mess you up, right? Just a little bit. It kind of will mess me up, especially if I met you for the first time. But like, bro, you weird, or you, and they say, thank you. You be like, that probably make me think you're even more weirder. But the hype is real, y'all. The hype is so real in this song.
He's such a loser.
That's interesting that he says insecurity is what he sells, right? Because when we talk about like the context and stuff of the lyrics, it might be insecurity what he's selling, but I think for some of us, depending on the context, relatability is also what they sell.
Bitch, I agree with you, what the hell? The security, but I'm south. You got none of contact. You got none of, I mean, bitch, I'm at the buy fucking tank. These bite. Down, bitch, I'm south. The running. Running around town. Never drink like why, but they really on the prowl. Better pray. Better take it down to somewhere safe. I got demons with me, I'm a let them educate. Suicide live coming at you from the fucking grave. Bitch, I hide from the lime like I'm chilling in the shade. When the time's right, I be sidelined. Pay attention to my eyesight. Checking highlights. I'm not thinking of the vibe. Like in the side mic, let them shine bright.
Bro. Oh. Bro. Hey. That was fire. That everything under vocal performance, bro. This gotta be a top contender for a lot of you. I know their discography is pretty huge, and honestly, I think for the Suicide Boys, I've only reacted to maybe 15 of their tracks. I'm not sure how many is in my playlist, but I no longer fear the guard rating. Guarding my heel, no longer fear the razor, guarding my heel 1 and part 4, which I know are compromised mini songs. So I've done quite a bit, and I'm gonna tell you right now, like throughout the entire song, like the entire thing was bumping. The entire flows, cadence, crazy. Now, like what I like to do for those of you that are still watching this, right? I know my view duration on this can be very, very short. Like I'm sitting at 11 minutes right now. My view duration be like 3 minutes. So for those of you that stick around, definitely appreciate it. But the video, right? I feel like so many people just kind of ignore what's going on in AMV, thinking that they just selected this for just to have something visual. But no, I'm not going to let that slide. No, it can't be. Now, obviously earlier in here, I saw that this dude had the Bible. So this is definitely something that's religious, right? But it's interesting they have the Bible. It's definitely screaming out cults, but they got the snake that's going on here, right? So I'm thinking of like Adam and Eve, right? And how the snake was the devil that whispered into the ear of Eve to eat the apple. So I'm thinking like the purpose of the snake here is kind of like not necessarily the devil whispering on you, but kind of possibly maybe the insecurities or something like that, right? Where you kind of placing everything onto this lie and basing a whole entire truth around it. And obviously everybody's kind of feeling, they all kind of gyrating everything. There's a dude who was hovering himself over the fire for whatever reason, looked like he was kind of testing himself. And I was trying to see how it would relate to what they were talking about, like why choose this. And I think right now, the only thing I can come up with is, going off my own theory, if I was to believe that the snake is like a symbol for lies and everything, and how everybody's kind of cultivating around it, given the context of the lyrics, especially which I believe GERM was there at the beginning because I didn't recognize the voice, how some of the lyrics that he was talking about, he kind of started off while flexing, saying he still ain't going to the doctor. Hearing him in the pits right now. He's already said he got once to bleed. And the securities and everything of South. I mean, some of this they were just straight spitting, but so I'm already at 13 minutes. I'm not really too sure what it is, but obviously I think it's got something to do with lies and insecurity, right? People easily led, a flock or like a cult or something. I wouldn't call fans of Suicide Boys a cult, but I wonder if sometimes they feel like it is, even if it's far from the truth. But anyways, I can sit here and talk about that for days. I appreciate those who stuck around. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.